Imagine this. Your crush notices you, can't stop thinking about you, and you hold the power. But skip this video and, well, they might just skip you too. Today, we're breaking down the Siren from The Art of Seduction. Let's get into it. Introduction to the Siren archetype. The Siren represents the first and most powerful seducer archetype in Robert Greene's The Art of Seduction. She embodies the ultimate male fantasy figure, offering men a complete escape from the constraints of their daily lives. The Siren's power lies not in physical force, but in psychological manipulation, making her a sophisticated artist of desire and control. The psychology behind the Siren's appeal. Male oppression and the need for release. The core psychological driver: men are often secretly oppressed by the roles they must play in society, always having to be responsible, in control, and rational. This constant pressure creates a deep psychological need for release, which the Siren expertly fulfills. She offers men a world where they can abandon their usual constraints and lose themselves in pure pleasure. The appeal to different male types. The Siren's magic works on various types of men, from soldiers and intellectuals to powerful leaders. Intellectuals are particularly susceptible because their lives often lack pure physical pleasure. The rigid masculine types, soldiers, heroes, and disciplined men, are drawn to her irrationality and promise of adventure. The Siren's key characteristics: physical appearance and presentation. Goddess-like imagery. The Siren cultivates an appearance that is heightened and sexually charged, fashioning herself as the image of a goddess come to life. She uses makeup and adornment strategically, showing only glimpses of flesh to stimulate imagination and desire for something greater than just sex. Visual impact and theatricality. Her appearance is theatrical and almost otherworldly, combining glamour, elegance, and mystery. She creates a dazzling, larger-than-life presence that immediately captures attention and makes her stand out from other women. Voice and manner. The Siren possesses a distinctive voice that is soft, melodic, and persuasive, often described as liquid and enticing. Her manner is calm, unhurried, and languorous, suggesting she has all the time in the world for love and pleasure. Behavioral patterns. The art of distance and pursuit. The Siren is slightly elusive and distant, making herself a fantasy come to life rather than an easily attainable partner. She makes men pursue her by staying just out of reach, creating a dynamic where they feel they are acting on their own initiative while she manipulates them. Emotional manipulation. She turns cold and indifferent when men feel secure, forcing them into pursuit to win back her favors. This creates a pattern of hope and despair that keeps men emotionally hooked and psychologically dependent. Embodying adventure and change. The Siren represents adventure and change, presenting herself as someone who can provide new experiences and excitement. She appeals to men's desire for variety and escape from mundane existence. The Siren's psychological impact. Creating dependency and obsession. Loss of control. In the Siren's presence, men can lose control over themselves, something they secretly yearn to do. This loss of control is both thrilling and addictive, creating a psychological dependency that the Siren can exploit. Becoming enslaved. Men with physical force and social power can become the slave of a woman under her spell. Historical examples include powerful figures like Julius Caesar, Mark Antony, and Napoleon, who made irrational decisions for their Sirens. The danger element. The Siren embodies danger, which adds emotional spice and is particularly appealing to men who are normally rational and repressed. This danger creates fear and respect, keeping men at a proper distance where they cannot see through her facade. Historical examples and modern applications. Classical examples. Cleopatra, the spectacular Siren. Cleopatra exemplified the Siren through her dramatic entrances and regal allure. She seduced Julius Caesar and Mark Antony not just with looks, but with intelligence, wit, and theatrical presentation. Marilyn Monroe, the sex Siren. Monroe perfected the Siren persona through her soft-spoken, wide-eyed, and effortlessly sensual presentation. She combined innocence with sexuality, creating an little girl quality that made men feel protective while she maintained control. Modern manifestations. Contemporary Sirens. Modern sirens can be found in celebrities like Zendaya, who exude elegance without oversharing. In the digital age, Instagram influencers use curated mystery and visual impact to embody siren qualities. Business applications. In professional settings, the siren archetype manifests through commanding attention without aggression, being the stillness that draws the eye in a world of noise. The siren symbolism in mythology? Water as symbol. The siren symbol is water, representing her fluid, ungraspable nature. Like the sea, she is endless, enticing, and dangerous, luring men with promises of infinite adventure and pleasure. Mythological roots. The siren archetype traces back to Greek mythology, where sirens were creatures who lured sailors to their destruction with beautiful songs. This mythological foundation emphasizes the dangerous, irresistible nature of the archetype. Challenges and dangers of the siren path. Social stigma and envy. Female resentment. The siren often faces envy from other women who resent her power and effect on men. This can lead to social isolation and challenges in maintaining female relationships. Reputation management. The taint of being easy often follows the siren, requiring careful management of her reputation to maintain her mystique. Personal challenges. Aging and physical beauty. The siren faces challenges as physical beauty fades, requiring a transition to more psychological, less physical forms of coquetry. Great sirens like Madame de Pompadour successfully made this transition. Emotional toll. The constant performance and manipulation can be emotionally exhausting, leading to a desire for authentic connection that the siren role may not provide. Practical applications for modern times. Key strategies, visual presentation.
Ledge clothing and styling to project an air of mystery and allure. Maintain an element of the theatrical in your presentation.
Behavioral patterns.
Master the art of being slightly elusive and hard to pin down. Crawly emotional ups and downs to maintain interest. An air of adventure and possibility.
Psychological manipulation.
Appeal to people's desire for escape from reality and fantasy. Use your sense of humor to disarm and connect with people. Made includes table employers to ensure, without teams, crushing office, a sense of danger and excitement, ability strategically to maintain mystique.
Modern adaptations.
Quad-in-time digital presence. In the age of social media, the siren can use curated mystery and selective revelation to maintain her allure. The key is revealing just enough to captivate while maintaining an air of unattainability. End quote. The siren's power can be adapted for business contexts through commanding presence, strategic use of silence, and the ability to make others feel they are in the presence of something special.
The enduring power of the siren. The siren remains one of the most potent seduction archetypes because she taps into fundamental human psychology, the desire for escape, adventure, and the forbidden. Her power lies not in aggression, but in the promise of transformation, offering men a chance to abandon their rational, controlled selves for pure pleasure and excitement. Understanding the siren archetype provides insight into the timeless dynamics of attraction and power. Whether in ancient mythology or modern contexts, the siren's ability to create desire through distance, mystery, and the promise of the extraordinary continues to captivate and influence human behavior. The siren teaches us that true seductive power comes not from what you give freely, but from what you make others desperately want to possess. A lesson that remains as relevant today as it was in Cleopatra's time. Conclusion. The siren represents one of the most powerful and dangerous forms of seduction because she operates on men's deepest psychological needs and fantasies. Through her mastery of appearance, voice, distance, and theatrical presentation, she creates an irresistible illusion of escape from the constraints of masculine responsibility. Her power lies not in beauty alone, but in her ability to embody a man's fantasies and offer a total release from the limitations of his life. By maintaining the perfect balance between availability and distance, innocence and sexuality, reality and fantasy, the siren creates a psychological trap that even the most powerful men cannot escape. However, this power comes with significant costs, both for the men who fall under her spell and for the siren herself. The archetype reveals the destructive potential of unchecked seductive power and the ultimately illusory nature of relationships built on fantasy rather than genuine connection. Understanding the Siren archetype provides valuable insights into the psychology of attraction, the nature of power dynamics between men and women, and the eternal tension between civilization's demands for rationality and humanity's deeper need for adventure, pleasure, and escape from constraint. If you want me to cover Part 1, Chapter 2, The Rake, in the next video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and let me know in the comments that you want it. And if you want this Art of Seduction series in Hindi, let me know in the comments below, and I'll start making it for you. And please don't forget to like and subscribe.